This is my Google Calendar. Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Selena. I share my life in my 20s living in the Washington DC area. So if you're into that sort of thing, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. But today's vlog is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to take you all through like a night in my life, but I also want to catch up with you all in regards to my monthly budget and do a little bit of a reflection since I didn't do a full-on reset routine for April. But I did want to briefly talk about my March monthly spending as well as my budget for April. So I'll be doing that later in this vlog. But for now, we're gonna go get some coffee and start our little Bible study, which is one of the goals that we had for this year. So we're gonna do that. I'm excited for that. A little stressed out, not gonna lie. I feel like I haven't been having the best last few days. Delving more into the Bible will help me calm some of that stress and anxiety that I've been having. So like I said, I was going to share this journey with you all, and that's what we're doing tonight. But real quick, I wanted to show you all my outfit of the day, or outfit of the night, I guess. So I have my shacket from Amazon. I'm wearing my merch that says all bodies are good bodies. I have my new skinny jeans that I bought from Old Navy. Pretty comfy, pretty cozy, and I'm currently wearing slides. But with all that said, I'll see you all soon. So we just got back from our Bible study, and I've got to say, it was really good to just dive into the Word. I'm trying to go into this whole Bible study and reading the Bible from the Old Testament through the New Testament. I'm trying to keep an open mind during this whole process because, you know, I grew up in the church, or in several different churches, honestly, and it's just reading today, starting back in Genesis, it took me back to my childhood and to Sunday school days, honestly. Except back then, everything that I was studying and reading in the Bible was in Spanish. So it's a little bit different. Well, actually, I guess it's a lot different because now I'm in such a different place in my life than I was when I was a child, that when I read this, I take it all in a whole new way. I'm gonna try to go easy with myself and give myself some grace when setting goals for this month and next month, because my busy production quarter at work, it's about to start tomorrow. So that's why I'm trying to film this video today, so I can get it out to you all right when my production period at work starts to get busy. So with that said, let's get into it. Pause on making dinner as I let the hard-boiled eggs chill out, literally. So we're gonna go through monthly goals to kind of check in and reflect on how March went. I'm not gonna lie, it was a rough month. It was just rough, but I'm still gonna do this little check-in with you all just to continue to hold myself accountable. Okay, so real quick, let me show you all the goals. Okay, so I already went through my monthly goals and I checked off what I actually completed in March. And the only thing that I actually fully completed was hitting my YouTube subscriber goal. So hooray for that. But I will say, kind of saw this coming. It was definitely a rough month. it is what it is. It's fine. We're gonna have months like this. I definitely don't expect myself to have ideal months every single month. So with that said, let me work on making the goals or aspirations, as I like to call them, for April. So this last month, I really had struggled a lot with my routine. I pretty much just lost my routine completely, or any semblance of a routine. So this month, I really want to work on getting one going once again. So waking up a little bit earlier would definitely be something that I want to hit. Like waking up by 7 a.m. or earlier is the goal. And then hopefully getting some type of movement in now that the sun is coming out more. It's not so cold here anymore. I also want to buckle down and find and secure a therapist, and also make sure that I'm wearing my Apple Watch every single day, because I want to more accurately track my steps so I can come up with an average that I'm hitting this month, so that next month I can set a goal. I also want to make sure I'm sleeping 7 hours every night, which actually I feel like I'm doing for the most part. I just always want to make sure I'm getting my sleep, or otherwise I don't function. I want to make sure that I'm uploading 2 videos every single week this month, unlike last month. I want to hit 19,000 on YouTube, which is just wild. I need to start planning out what celebration I'm going to do once we hit 20K, because we're so close. It's like literally months away, and I'm really excited for it. I also want to make sure that I'm completing the Bible study that I started today every single week. Honestly, I really enjoyed how critical it is in the analysis of it. I feel like it's really going to help me understand more my God and my beliefs, and I'm so excited for that. So I want to make sure that I'm continuously feeding into my spirit and working on my spiritual journey, while I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to balance my wellness and everything else. I also want to make sure that I read a book this month, because last month I definitely did pretty much no reading, which is 100% fine. So financial goals. So my goal this month is to pay at least $1,000 towards my student loans, because I set aside 30% of all of the money that I made on YouTube or anything related to my side hustles. I set that aside for taxes, and since I just completed my taxes and I actually was able to reduce the amount that I owed, there was quite a bit of money left over that I had saved. So I'm going to just put all of that straight into my loans and to pay off anything that I need to pay off. And then I want to save $250 towards a car. Okay, so this was my mindset before, that I needed to pay off my student loans before I could buy a car or even think about saving up for a car. And I feel like that mindset is kind of like outdated or like old-fashioned. I don't know, but I came to the realization after I watched one of like Dave Ramsey's videos, which by the way, I don't really fully agree with him. He's too extremist for my taste, but I do like to listen to other people and try to learn and take what I can. So one thing that I'm going to do and try to start incorporating into my financial goals is to start saving up for a car as though I'm paying for a car payment, if that makes sense. So let's say I bought a brand new car, right? If I were to finance that car, I would need to pay that car payment every single month. So I'm pretty much going to be living as though I already have that car and setting aside money for that monthly payment, and then just let that money continue to grow for the car. We'll see how it goes. I think my worry with that is that if I then have that money like built up, that I might end up using it towards something else if an emergency comes up. But I do already have my emergency fund. I don't know. That's just my worry. But the goal is to save up for a car. We're starting that this month. I want to try to keep my food budget under $800. This is for me and for my boyfriend because we eat together every single day. So my food budget is really our food budget. And then I also want to open a Wealthfront investment account. I feel like this has been on my monthly goals for like 3 months now, but we're going to make it happen, okay? But anyway, that's the goal for this month. We'll see if we can make it happen. So now we're gonna get into the monthly expenses. I already went into my Mint account and I put it onto my Excel sheet. So I'm just gonna show you all what I spent in March. And remember, this is like roughly accurate because, for example, food on here, that's like food for me, food for my boyfriend, food that I bought for others because I like to pay for friends' food sometime or their coffee. So keep that in mind. That all falls under food in my budget. So anyway, So this month I spent about $1,100 into my student loans in March, which I'm really happy about because it's just so nice to see the number go down like that. Food and dining, I spent around $932, but I did pay for others' meals a few times, so it makes sense, and absolutely no guilt or shame associated with that. As you can see, my biggest categories, which is true every single month, is home, education, and food and dining. And honestly, like, those are things that I need to live, so I feel like there's no reason for me to feel like there's a red flag in my finances, in my opinion. And then there were miscellaneous expenses, which again, I'm not gonna go over that because I had to do with my whole family emergency. I think my monthly budget for April is gonna be around the same as March, so I'm not gonna get into that. If you wanna see kind of how I budget and all of that, make sure to check out my March monthly reset routine where I go into depth and I screen record and everything. But for now, I kind of wanted to show you guys something a little bit newer that I had worked on last month and I want to incorporate more this month, and that is my Google Calendar. So this is my new Google Calendar. I wanted to show it to you guys because I feel like I'm pretty proud of it, first of all. So I know that some of you might ask me like where I got the colors for the color scheme, and I'm a neutral gal, so I looked up like tans and beiges. I added a little mint color, some greens, and the colors are like the code that I input into these categories. I just pulled them up from Pinterest, so you can literally like look up color codes, aesthetic color palette codes, and a bunch of options will come up. So that's just all that I did. And then you can go into the color scheme and just select the plus sign, and then you can type in the hex code. You can just Google neutral color palette hex code or whatever kind of color palette that you like, and you can find those hex codes and then type them in here, and that's how you can customize your Google Calendar. But this is what my standard setup looks like. I set up my separate calendars as different categories. So like I have a work one that I can just turn on and turn off, which is really nice. And I put little emojis just to make it like cute. I saw a bunch of Google Calendar tutorials on how to customize them, and that's how I got this. Like, this was not something that I just came up with 100% on my own. I made it my own, so it is like customized to me, to my lifestyle, to my aesthetic, but I did get ideas from other creators 100%, like a bunch of them. Literally, if you just YouTube whatever the top videos are, those are the ones I looked at. I'm pretty proud of this. I think it looks nice. Have I been sticking to this? No, but I'm hoping that this month I will be able to build on my routine and really try to like stick to this. I even have put like the Google Calendar on my Apple wallpaper, so that way when I look at my phone, like I will see, okay, Selena, it's time for your morning routine, or it's time for work, or it's time to move your body. So this is it. This is my Google Calendar. Anyway, this is my attempt at trying to be more organized and getting my life together and kind of working on time blocking and getting into routine. So I will let you all know how that works out for me next month in the reset routine. Okay, but with all that said, I hope that you all enjoyed that little catch up, that little reflection for March. This isn't like the usual monthly reset that I would do or make for you all, but I just wanted to have a more chill chit chat about how everything's going and checking in, even though I didn't do the official reset. It's fine. This is real life, right? We love to see it. So I am gonna go make ramen for David and I. It's just like this microwavable ramen. We like to act like we're bougie and add seaweed and a hard-boiled egg. So about to go do that and honestly start to edit this video. So let's do it.
Hello, pneumonia. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, pneumonia. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
friends, so I made my ramen and I'm so excited to eat this. Also, I'm wearing my Naruto shirt. Look at this. Naruto is eating his ramen and I'm eating my ramen with Naruto. I made this tonkatsu like spicy ramen. As you saw, super easy. I just microwaved it and it's from Costco. So good, y'all. 10 out of 10. Of course, I'm not like a ramen pro. So obviously there's definitely better ramen, I'm sure, so please share your recommendations down below. But I'm gonna have this for dinner and I'm gonna start editing this video. So busy night ahead. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. As always, I enjoyed spending the night with you. I hope that you all enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support my channel. But with that said, I'm gonna eat some ramen and watch some Naruto. So thank you all so much for watching. I love you so much and I'll see you all in the next video.